As talks continue between the People's National Congress Reform and the Alliance for Change on the possibility of coalescing for the upcoming general elections, leader of the Alliance for Change, Nigel Hughes, told media operatives on the sidelines of a picket action that he is prepared to step aside and allow for a consensus candidate to lead any coalition into elections.
And the Alliance for Change and I personally am prepared to step aside from presidential candidature in favor of a consensus third candidate who can unite the opposition in the interest of the country.
PNCR Leader Aubrey Norton has already said he will be the presidential candidate of any coalition entered into by the party for the 2025 general elections. Asked whether the PNCR has agreed to a consensus candidate, Mr. Hughes responded.
Do you think you might have gotten that impression of that agreement from the PNCR?
No, I have not had any direct communication or contact with the PNCR. As you know, both sides have very, very competent negotiators, and I certainly have not been involved in the negotiations. I've given them a mandate, I've given them a scope, and they have a discretion. And until they come back and report to me finally, I am not going to offer any comment.
Hughes said the two parties remain locked in discussions with a March 31st, 2025 deadline for a deal. The overall objective must be to dislodge the People's Progressive Party Civic at the upcoming elections, according to Hughes.
We cannot afford at this time in our history not to have a united opposition. And we believe that where we can find that consensus candidate who can unite all of us and take this country forward, we cannot afford at this point in time not to be successful.
On February 14, 2015, the PNCR coalesced with the Alliance for Change, and the coalition went on to defeat the People's Progressive Party Civic at the general elections that year. The presidential candidate was David Granger of the Partnership for National Unity, and the prime ministerial candidate was Moses Nagamutu of the Alliance for Change. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.